Good evening. I decided to make this video out of concern for certain things that I'm seeing taking place related to suicide, suicide ideation, intent, and detection. Please bear in mind that the information in this video should not be taken as advice, professional advice. If you or anyone think that you need professional advice as related to suicide, please, or any mental health issue, please seek professional advice. See a healthcare provider, behavioral health specialist, your clergy, your chaplain, or one of those behavioral health specialists, please, or call 911. This video is only a peer-to-peer information and should not be taken as professional advice. Share knowledge, that's all. Because out of concern, I made this video. In the community where I live, where I'm working currently, there's been 3 suicides committed within a week, 6 to 7 within a month, and even if it is one, would be one too many. So I decided to make this video and to talk about it because it's like an epidemic going on in our society, and one of the biggest concerns as related to suicide is the detection. I've heard numerous behavioral healthcare providers stated that it is hard to detect individuals who are at immediate risk, not at risk, because you have various factors that can lead or contribute to suicide, one committing suicide, but an immediate risk. And okay, but there's a thing that they call invitation. And I'm hearing over and over when invitation being exhibited or being put out by individuals who are experiencing some sort of mental health issue. Their family members or their loved ones or their friends or leadership who say, oh, that person just seeking attention. Please, that person is just seeking attention. But it should not be taken lightly. They have this saying in the medical field that pain is what the patient said pain is. It's the same thing, that notion that should be exercised in the behavioral health field. It is what the client said it is. And as related to invitation is one of the ways in which one can detect person at risk, immediate risk for suicide, to committing suicide. And I'm not talking about an invitation where someone gives you an invite to go to a party, someone gives you a wedding invitation, birthday invitation, a gala invitation. No, I'm talking about a physical behavioral invitation, whereas someone standing on top of a bridge, that's an explicit invitation. That person standing there at the bridge waiting for someone to talk to. If that person had wanted to jump, trust me, that person would have jumped. He wouldn't be waiting for someone to talk to while standing at the bridge saying that he or she's going to kill herself. Another type of invitation is giving away all their personal belongings, valuables, That's an invitation. One may say it's an indicator, but I call it invitation. Another invitation would be isolation. Another would be excessive consumption of alcohol or substance abuse. Another would be aggression, angry, being angry all the time. You never did it before. Another would be laughing excessively, happy all the time, joyful, whereas that person never was like that before. There are several ways of people trying to invite you into their life, to ask them what's going on, what's the matter, do you want to talk about it? Is there something that you want to talk about? How can I help you? How, how do you think you can get over this? Um, what's the first step? Because remember, when you're talking to someone that's related or contemplating suicide, it's not about you. And never, ever, ever stated or state, oh, I've been there before, I know what it's like. Bullshit. And I'm going to say that without apology. Never say that. It's about them. Make it explicitly about them. The conversation, the help is about them. And when someone invites you into their business, I should call it, to talk to you about their business or their personal matter, listen, 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 listen. One of the most attractive things about communication is listening. Listen. Sometimes all they need to do is just sit there. And not only sometimes, once in a while, during the conversation, you can paraphrase or you can summarize, but just to let the person acknowledge and know that rather you're listening. But someone sharing their utmost personal information with you as related to suicide, it is not their job. It is not their job to share it with you. It's a privilege. Because trust me, if they had wanted to commit suicide, instantly they will. If they come to you to share such matter with you, don't brush them off. Don't call someone and says, "Oh, I'm going to get you professional advice." If they come to, if it is especially if it is not a um, situation that call for immediate intervention, listen, 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 because you are being privileged with the information that the person is being shared. And watch out for the invitations. Do not take invitation lightly. Call it indicators that you want to call it, but I call it invitations. Do not take them lightly. Do not brush them off and say that person is seeking attention, because that's one of the things that cause or can cause someone or push someone further into committing suicide. When no one is listening, everyone laughing and say, "Oh, that person's committing suicide." I heard someone say that not even a week ago. One of an individual was expressing that it expressing need to see a professional behavioral specialist, and their um, friends. The person friends was saying, "Oh, that person is just seeking attention." I'm trying to state it without identifying the gender, or so that's why I'm sort of trying to choose my word wisely without expressing or revealing any information that should not be revealed. But as I said before, look out for the invitation and grab it. Do not take it lightly. Do not take the invitations lightly. Too many suicides are being committed in our society. Something is wrong. Thank you for listening.